The Camille once again. You were talking about... Oh no! Not going to happen, as that's the Swain locked in, and still, we need to rack our brains as to where everything
Here is the Shockwave, by the way, and that's going to be fun to track and fight.
Exactly. As Sword is going to be able to find the never move. Cube very, very low is now Sword. He's in trouble. The full brunt of the force going to come in, and that is first blood going down. Tarzan gets himself a mark, but Fly flashes forward, and can he actually find it? Oh, two autos from the casters, and that's going to be that. Gen farm pretty considerably. Ambition, pretty easy time. Just going to grab themselves an Ocean Drake. Zoe and the Ashe very pleased about that one.
Exhaust was used by Viper. Trundle's here, trying to just once again put the pressure on.
That's a big double pulverize to come in from Core JJ, though. Another knock-up as there's the last breath on top of Ruler. Tarzan does come down. The arrow is going to land onto the Kindred as Lehens eats up Viper, but it's not enough to save him. There's the flash now onto 3 from Cuvée. This is what he's known for. Demonic Ascension going to come in and get the Ashe in the backline, thankfully, as Sword wants to find more. Never move, doesn't land onto the cow. And now Sword 1 versus 4 isn't going to get anything at this stage. Hyper's in there, Ambition gets a kill. That's his first.
You do when you're against an Orianna. We saw it in our first series. Rotate on the Orianna, and what is she to do? They do take
this Shockwave and compare it with a last breath. Okay, Cube's gonna get caught out of position here. A lot of damage comes in. There's the Shockwave, gonna pull back the Nara, and Tarzan picks up the kill. Chovy proactive.
Biggest prize, but a prize at the moment where they're very behind in terms of game tempo is still a prize. I like Chovy coming down. He's not gonna go an entire...
Well, this minion wave is huge as the caster creeps beat down on it alongside Tarzan and Sword. So yes, they will even out the turrets and largely even out the...
Weren't able to do that after Cuvée was caught, but now they return to mid lane. They do get that turret. Just square up the map, take down the 3.
But out of turret number 3, looking to fall.
These are the plays I was talking about. Get the bot lane turret, roll up. Trundle's there for zone. Really, very literally
on their side as well. Not exactly the high value Drakes we saw in our first series. Ocean into Cloud ain't the best, because they're so far away.
That was still quite the jump scare. Instantly, it seemed like the game burst into life. But the real burst is the objective picked up by Cuvée. In this inner turret in bot, short of the Baron.
Yep, no Infernal Drakes this game. It will be the Mountain Drake to be spawning here. Gen G gonna lock that one down. And now Gen G make a decisive move and will be able to force down this inner on the top side. I believe the Gnar should be able to get a decent amount of work done. Exactly. Lehens, he's going to lumber over, but they don't have a blast cone to utilize. Flash is going to be necessary. They pull up the Baron. There's a headbutt pole. As Viper's already very, very low, but he's dancing around this fight quite nicely. Last breath is going to be utilized, and immediately the stopwatch is employed. Sword jumps in the backline as Ruler now has to use all of his time to deal with the Swain as Fly. Very, very close to dying. Cuvée, very high health bar, as there's a Shockwave, it comes in onto Ambition, but the Gnar ultimate is almost just as good. Lamb's Respite is going to answer, but a 5-man pulverize. Good God, everyone's hitting all their skills, but it seems to be working for both teams. It's so close. GA is going to go down as there's the trade. It's Ruler versus Sword, and Viper. Fly is still alive. Sword tries first. Viper not going to be able to get through. He's going to give up, but God, that's energy throughout a team fight. I think we needed to get to about 150 there due to the fact that all the skills seem to be layering on top of each other and becoming better and better each time. Was actually Chovy is setting himself up to become a pretty huge Orianna. That's okay, he's gonna cop a big arrow to the face. That's a problem. Windwall's good, but there's a huge knock-up once again from Core JJ. Sword, he's gonna go golden. His Zonya's working out. Demonic Ascension, keeping him alive for a long time, but tanking forever isn't going to be enough if you're still going to die. And
from the mid lane, congratulations to him, but he knows there's plenty more to be done. His Ruler might have overextended.
Yeah, Tarzan, he wants to do it as well. As good God, Ruler's just life-stealing back, flashes out of the Shockwave. This is the AD carry we've been waiting for, as Gen G are just gonna mow them down. Viper goes for the hero play, but he's not able to follow it up, as it's a good flash from Tarzan, but he is the last man standing from Griffin. 10,000 gold, by the way, is the lead here for Gen G. 35 minutes into the game, they'll rip apart this inhibitor, and they're looking for the victory. Ambition, he says he made it to 1,000 kills. He wants to finish the game now, pick up his MVP, and move on to game 2.
Deserved victory for Gen G. They just do it better with this team, can't they? Just do it.
And Fly might be employing his 100% win rate Galio on the red side here. They've got a very tanky composition.
2 available shortly.
That's his first blue buff that he's got so far, as another Dark Binding is going to land. Ruler having to run away, and that ultimate is certainly going to yield fruit. Does have a stopwatch on the side of Core JJ, but that's just going to eat through the time of his ult. And First Blood going to go to Tarzan.
They finally have the inside track on this Ocean Drake. They'll be able to match the first one. Griffin got way early.
Yep, even on Ocean Drake very well with that hero's entrance, but Fly needs to be there, and Griffin are fighting around it. The flash to come in, there's the knock up onto Ruler, who flashes immediately to get his way out, and Viper can't follow. True Shot Barrage comes in as Fly's in here. In goes Cuvée as well, but they've only traded 1-for-1, and Sword has to flash to get the hell out of the way. Justice Punch onto Tarzan, but he's in amongst 3 people. The wallop comes in, and Fly's gonna get the kill, and Griffin just played into Genji's hands.
Exactly as much as possible.
Play to the Ruin King and Hyper are going to be doing a lot of work there as, oh god, the chain CC. It's real good though, with the black shield for Griffin and the shockwave onto a couple of members, softening up Genji. Is it going to be enough though, as Lamb's Respite keeps Viper alive for such a long time? Sword gets in here, he wants Gargoyle for breakfast, he's going to get it. And now Cuvée, he waddles in, but he waddles in too late.
5v4 from Griffin, gets only a single kill though. Are there any objectives? The Infernal is on the map. Minions pushing, do get the bot lane.
4 versus 5. The minion wave, like you say, was enough to take down the outer turret bottom side of the map. And Griffin, they swing back, and they swing hard in that.
He's on a flank as well.
He can also be everywhere.
Yep.
So few options here as Ambition has to Arctic Assault to get out. And Core JJ might have been the right target after all. As he gets silenced, Sword moves very far forward. It just solos him out. Okay, wants steak for breakfast by the Infernal Drake. Double stacks to that one. And it's feeling like game 2 is edging further and further near. Yet another fight. We know that Chovy is not afraid of throwing out that shockwave. As there we go, Viper jumps in. Hero's entrance does come down. A Sword in the backline is just going to once again eat his target, but Ruler survives somehow. Doesn't matter. AoE is gigantic as Core JJ, the first target in the fight yet again, and Genji will lick their wound. Felt like he had his Nahbar at a decent point, had flash available, could have bounced crushed.
Have the Infinity yet I believe.
Jumping forward a little bit aggressively. It's okay. Ambition.
Ruler also use QSS. Here we go.
Yeah, a whole bunch of buttons are going to miss, but the last breath, that's targeted, and that is not going to. As Fly gets a 3-man taunt. Big Justice Punch as well as the AoE damage is here from Genji. The 3-man Gnar as well from Cuvée, who makes his presence known in this fight, and Griffin members are extraordinarily low. Look at Ruler, safe on the backline and should be able to clean up. But in the end, it's a double kill for Tarzan and Genji.
Here we go.
And start giving him back his health. And Genji, they've got enough damage to take down this Infernal. Ambition, does he have it? Yes, he does. Shockwave onto 1, but it's only Fly. And Griffin now missing a big cooldown.
Genji and Griffin.
This is one of the most exciting Genji games I've ever seen, Papa Smithy.
Well, that excitement should extend to a mid lane turret. Windwall getting a lot of value, but Ezreal can poke around the side.
Oh, pulls him back. The hop not going to be good enough, but Hero's entrance is godlike. We do have the QSS coming down, but the double taunt comes in from Fly and just eviscerates the Kindred. The Yasuo dies in the backline as well as Sword, trying to be a brick wall, but that's all he is. He doesn't do the damage without the feast. He's getting knockups, he's doing stuff, but it's not enough. 3 kills comes in as the Cho'Gath dies. No one coming. We've got double blade of the Ruin King, Genji. They just need Ambition for a bit of a smite just to add some security and some good feelings. And there it is, locks it down, 300 gold for Cuvée. Look at this, that turret getting destroyed. BF Sword now in the back pocket, moving towards his Guardian Angel for item number 6. 4,000. Exit to get Fly into the mid lane, and that is the rotational play that you're looking for. The bait and switch, and Genji, full minion wave, inhibitor turret, Ruler getting free hits on it as well as Griffin just getting spread around the map. The Baron's so important in this meta and so important for this Genji composition. Sword wants Cuvée, but Cuvée pretty happy to go toe-to-toe. Probably doesn't want the Mega Gnar, because he's going to transform and say, damn, really wish I could have just thrown my boomerangs at him a little bit longer. As inhibitor turret goes down, Genji get exactly what they want. There's True Shot Barrage softening up Griffin. It's like a Requiem. Does a lot of damage if you get it over everyone, and 2 inhibitors down at the same time. Ambition split pushing on the Boar on the bottom side.
Griffin have made the game so difficult for themselves, pulling off that fight, making the mistake. They could have gone for a more confident fight, find an actual combo shockwave into the last breath. Find a way to chomp a frontliner like the Gnar, take him down, then fight 5v4 with the Yasuo chasing. But they kind of straddled the line and ended up with neither, as it seems like Gen G questing on 3 inhibitors on this Baron buff push.
Yeah, and look at how spread Gen G are as well. There's no wombo combo to come down because Gen G, look at how far we're zoomed. They're everywhere. Unbreakable Will's going to come in. Looks pretty breakable, actually, on the side of Core JJ, who's made it his business to be a frontline this game. He died for first blood, but this time he actually got them an inhibitor turret. Dark Binding is going to land as there's a knock-up, and Viper is going to take down Ruler. Goodbye Siege from Gen G. That's a disengage on the ultimate that actually looked like it was about to kill Viper. Core JJ goes down. Bottom lane is now dead for Gen G, as is the Baron buff in 20 seconds, so they'll go home and they'll see whether Cuvée is actually going to make it out as well. Tarzan, the flash in from Sword, trying to get the play here. Pops out of the way of the Rupture, and Cuvée understanding about this. Scry's Bloom did come over the top. Teleport to come down from Ruler. Fly still has that ultimate available as well. Cuvée gets softened up. Another True Shot Barrage used very early. This is going to be a 50-50 as they do have the Feast at least to start this one off, as Viper just taking free damage. Ruler unhinged on the bottom side, but good God, the Shockwave is golden in the front line. Chovy may have just saved Griffin's lives as Fly looks for the taunt, does not get it. And Griffin, they get themselves the Elder Drake, and they're looking for more Teleport to come in.
It's cancelled!
Oh God, it's cancelled! Can Cuvée actually do this? He's got a lot of damage! The backs, they don't have Baron, but Viper is going to get in there. Doesn't save the Nexus turret, but will save the Nexus. That could have been the hero play that Gen G needed as Cuvée pops on top of Tarzan. Lamb's Respite is going to keep Cuvée alive, who flashes, gets the extra health from the Mega Knight.
And in the game before the respawn timers, instead, they don't even get an inhibitor. They still have 2 down themselves. Very high in terms of stats, but maybe debatable in terms of how the team fight will go. You could argue that Griffin made the clear call of, if we face check and lose one member, if we can't get a combo ult, we straight up lose Griffin. Then surely you get the multi-man knock-up and you fight. They're chasing here. Let's see how long the chase goes on for.
Yeah, Ambition is extraordinarily tanky, but is the hero's entrance going to come in time? No, it's not, because Viper just slices through him. The True Duties this time gets the slow on Tarzan. It's beautiful. And now Gen G need to try and protect their top laner.
Problems. It looks bad. It certainly feels bad, although Sword.
Oh, he's going to go straight into a Glacial Prison as Ambition. He's frontlining for the team really nicely. Sword just getting chunked out, and all the knockups aren't landing. Ambition now just playing frontline gargoyles. Breath and talking at the same time.
Well, that's usually a sign there's something exciting afoot, as wow, an auto attack does a lot of damage. Well, no, actually died.
Yep, a Viper and Sword should be able to get rid of him. It's a really oh God, okay. They're getting all of them. 2 inhibitors are going to go down, but it's a big sacrifice to come in here from Gen G. There's a 4-man Pulverize, but not the one that you get excited about, because that is going to mean a very dead cow. Yep, understanding that there could be a ward in this area.
20 seconds
try and
for
sweep
Gnar.
it out. Okay, Ambition and Ruler. Ruler doing a lot of damage, and Ambition just going to throw his face into Griffin. The knockup's going to come down as he does get himself out. The fadeaway jump shot as, oh my God, Viper, he is going to get taken down, but no! Tarzan's there with the Lamb's Respite. They do manage to get the Mercurial Scimitar out of Ruler. He knows that he's the last man standing.
He's buying time!
To save it as Cuvée jumps back in. It's an open Nexus, and Griffin, they're just going to bomb rush it, but no, everyone explodes and teleports into the Griffin base. Gen G, I think they've just done it.
They have done it. They're going to win this game 2-0. Insane ending on this one.
Chovy's got the flash.
Can he do it?
Can he actually get over?
Crap.
He's got the dissonance. Everyone running back in.
How many autos can he get?
Oh, the 3-man shockwave. He doesn't kill Ruler, though. That is so important. The headbutt to get him out of the way. 2, 3.
More.
He dies. And Gen G win the game.
You have never seen scenes like this in a competitive game. They were so close. One more auto would have done it. We're not in